Yo everyone, welcome back to VGC, and yeah, let's go. Not gaming. Okay. Against Roslas. And the Zard, so will they pick the Zard or the Frostlass? Komoho is interesting, but the problem is pay cap, right? So I actually need to learn the Kark on the Sylveon against the Sneasler to see if he survives a Dark Claw. I'm fine with these two. Is this fine? No. If it's this Zard lead. Do I bring the fish or do I bring Komoho? Let's go with this 4. Maybe that was a King Gambit game. The thing is, I'm really afraid of Zard. So we'll see. It was Charizard. Might have Choco. I'm getting faster than all of these. That's for sure. I could double the Zard. They might switch the Zard. They might be Chopo too. They might have the fish in the back, which can be Scarf. We have Komo for that. I don't even need to set the Tailwind. Oh, I need Tailwind for Sylveon. They might have the fish. I kinda need to chip everything there. I could double the Zard. Okay, Komo is looking good. I think I'll sack Sneasler. All these interactions. He missed something. Oh my god, he missed the Sneasler. A lot of damage. I can double up the Garchomp. Do I need the Pidgeot alive? I think I need... I'm gonna protect the Pidgeot. And CC the Garchomp. So we know it's bulky Garchomp. Those Kingling skills, yeah, I think it kills. I don't think it can switch. Oh, if he has Sneasler, it's kind of bad, right? But I want to cover a King Gambit switch. Wait, we know. Yeah. So he didn't kill, is he? It's Sneasler. I need to switch. If I miss it, it can be really bad. Oh, we can see that. Whoa, that looks... Oh, I don't think we leave any Darko. Maybe Julie at full life? No! Oh, it doesn't matter. Wait, it lived without the sash? That's interesting. I thought it was a sash. But it doesn't matter. Even if it was sash on the sash procced, we were on the tailwind. So the Pidgeot was, no matter what, faster. Hickory Rock. He rocks. Semi-looting. So, do we need Tailwind there? That's questionable. Like, endgame, Biscuit looks really good, right? Feels like it's gonna be a Sneasler lead. For us, that wouldn't be that bad, actually. Feel like it was maybe Komoho, like all of these had a point, right? Yeah, I was feeling that lead. Oh, it's X! Oh, that was... That was Komoho. That was Komoho there. That was Komoho. Okay, so now what? Do I double the Sneasler? Do I double the Charizard? Charizard might protect there to get the coaching boost. Kinda need to set up the Tailwind too. But that might be Sash. Oh, that was not Sash. It's gonna take a lot from the recoil, right? I'm gonna die. Well, we have the king. The king. Do I really need the Tailwind? Oh, my boy. Oh, that did so much. Oh, that was a crit. Gonna die, right? Oh, we live. Wait, what? Oh no! That was the defense investment. It's lefties. Basque Legions should always be able. Yo, that was the 10 points on defense. Oh, maybe it's special. No, it's not special. So the crit definitely matter, but I don't think it changed the fate of the game there. So that was... Didn't bring the... He brought in Sentinel. I didn't! I reached the 2000! No way! I did it with Mega Pidgeot! Look at the win streak! Bro. Well, if I knew it was X, I would have taken the Komoho, right? The problem with the Komoho, it can't protect, so... Okay, so Aegislash is a real problem for this team. It's surely gonna bring it, right? Because depending on the set, it's gonna hit the fish, the king, Sneasler, Bling Bling. If they have like CC, Sacred Sword. They have Double Dragon, so we're gonna bring the king, but we need to be a little bit conservative with it. Well, I can't lead with it immediately because of the Sneasler. Right? I think it's this. Oh, we need the king. Oh, it's gonna be Biscott. Wait, they're not gonna be able to consume. They're not be able to do Poltergeist. Oh, I'm gonna get smashed there. We leave this? Nope. You're just protected. So they can't go with King Shield. Oh, with White Guard. If you White Guard and then protect, you can miss the protect. But if you protect and then White Guard, you're not gonna miss. Oh, I could have just... Could have just like a voice there. I'm gonna die, right? Yeah. So I needed to hyper voice. Does it kill? It might kill. It needs to fake out the Pidgeot. I'm gonna be faster than the Pidgeot, right? Oh, the Pidgeot. The Sneasler. It's Garchomp! There's one last turn of Tailwind. Hyper Beam. Ribbon King. Mickey's. Mickey's. Okay, let's see. It's a fluid. Finally something. Maybe a little trigger for us. Okay. I think we need to bring Sneasler. I think it's a Sneasler Pidgeot start again. You could argue for both of these. We're not gonna take Como because of the Floette, obviously. But you could argue for each of these. So the Bling Bling is EV'd to outspeed base 100 in Tailwind. So it's gonna outspeed the Zard. If I manage to set up the Tailwind. I'm pretty sure you bring Floette, right? Instead of the Zard. Nine win streak. Oh, they brought the Zard. Okay, it's fine. I brought the fish, right? Whoa. Yeah, we just trade the fake outs there. Whoa, I did way too much. That's adamant. Okay, I need to get rid of the Sneasler, right? Good die, Clotey. I kind of want my berry to proc. Oh, it's an X. It's not a Y. What the heck? I don't think we leave. Maybe that was Tailwind. Oh, I tried to coach. Wait, what was that? Oh, it was Sash Sneasler. I think it was going to do Dragon Dance into coaching. But my Sneasler would have still been faster. Yeah, I just I did not understand that play. pretty sure that was Adamant doing the damage on the Pidgeot. With a fake out. Against Rolled. A Meganium! So we're not gonna take Komoho. You could argue actually because of the Aerodactyl, right? But it's just gonna melt to the 2v8. That doesn't look like a bad lead. Because Pidgeot threatens the Meganium, right? So they're not gonna lead that. The problem is Sneasler. The problem is Sneasler. And I'm also afraid of Scarf Wave Crash with Helping Hand. If I want to cover this, I kind of need to lead these two, but leading Biscuits in the early games doesn't look like great. I'd like to keep like at least one fighting type in the back for Tita. But that smells a Aerodactyl lead. Maybe that was Sneasler. If they set up Tailwind. Oh. How do I deal with this? I kind of need to set up my own Tailwind. Wait, what? Oh no, you missed! Oh, he got the... Oh, that was so smart, though. I need to switch my Komoho. That was actually super smart. So King Gambit was maybe better there. If we leave with the Sylveon. I might lose both mons there. That would be bad because he's gonna have Fake Out available. Oh, that was super smart. Ah, really? Oh, so that's Scarf, Basque Legion. But I can't touch it now. How did he know that it was CC? I just needed to just clanging scales there. I think we lose there. Yeah. I got me. I need to clang these scales, but I'm never gonna clang these scales there. If I get rid of the Sneasler, then Como wins with the Basque Legion. Now you double the Basque Legion, right? Oh no, you switch it. You don't even need to switch. I don't think that's the play. Oh, he doubled the Pidgeot. I think I always lose now. If I Aqua Jet... Oh, you can just... I might leave the... No, I'm not gonna leave. I need to Aqua Jet. Liquidation will never kill, right? I need to go for the confusion. But he really got me, actually. That was really smart. So you always clanging school? Clanging scale. Yeah, because I had nothing. I needed to protect the fish. Wait. The game is not over. Yeah, that was the turn. He switched the... I don't know why he smelled that. I just needed the clanging scales. Clanging scales, I'm in a much better position. Alright. I guarantee kill the Sneasler. I needed to kill the Sneasler, and I think I needed my own Sneasler. So I got them with the scarf, right? That was a Sneasler lead first. That was not a Komori lead. That was a Sneasler lead. Right? And then I need to Tailwind with my my bird on CC, the Aerodactyl. Yeah. I think the ones in the back were... that was not a Komori lead there. But I wanted to try, right? I dropped the Draco will never kill. That was maybe a King Gambit also play. That was maybe King Gambit there. Instead of Komo. It was Scarf Basculegion. Once you get rid of the Basculegion, once you get rid of the Sneasler, I think we had a game. Okay, this is a Whimsicott again. That's not a Komori lead. So Komori is there for Venusaur basically because we're playing with Overcoat. So it's there for Venusaur Zard lead. That smells a Sneasler lead again. They'll have the Prankster Tailwind, right? And the problem if I lead with these two is let's try this. Three win streaks. It's the Y. Okay, connect. Whoa, that's bulky Whimsicott. That did nothing. I can just double the king. I need to sack something. I think I would have done more to the Whim. That's the bulky Whimsicott. That did like only 49. So I needed to Hurricane. Yeah, I did not expect this. He needs to true now. But you can just double the Whimsicott. The Whimsicott, the... Okay. That's smart. I kinda need to get my double protect there. I can't switch. I thought I would do... So my reasoning was, I'm gonna do a lot Whimsicott around, so that he's around like maybe 70%. Because I already face a Whimsicott. And I was like, okay, and around 70%, and then I can just quick attack it. But that was bulky, so... Because that was bulky, it completely caught me off guard. So, in that case... I don't think it's winnable. Because it was Charm Whimsicott, right? With bulky Whimsicott. I need to do the Cark, but... Still doing a lot. So I had to play there just to... I can just Heat Wave now. But I have double protect available. So that was the Whimsicott set that completely caught me off guard, and I need to do the calc to see how the Hyper Voice on the... There, the first turn was just Hurricane Desert, right? That's the last turn of Harsh Sunlight too. So yeah, if that's the case, I need to Hurricane, right? If I Hurricane the Zard, I put it in Sucker Punch range. So it's forced to Encore there. The thing is, I can't... You can miss Heat Wave too. Yeah, that was a bad play. That was a bad turn one for me. You can just Heat Wave, right? But the fact that was just... oh. It doesn't change anything. I needed the kill there. Oh no, I can Aqua Jet. I can do the calc now. No, I'm gonna do that after. But yeah, I was not expecting that kind of Whimsicott, right? Oopsie. So, we'll see. I think he's gonna switch the Zard. Is that even comeback possible? I kinda need to kill the Whimsicott. If he has Garchomp, I lose no matter what. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the cock there because it's important. Because I was, in my mind, I was completely sure that I was gonna, you know, like do like maybe 80% to the Whimsicott. So I'm running modest. I reach 159. In English, it's Sylveon. Cutesy Crusader. What are these names? Let's go Whimsicott. Hyper Voice. No, actually. I reach... Oh, I'm modest. No. It is Pixelate. And it's 127, right? Or 9. 29. That did less than half, right? Or almost half. Not that did maybe like 49. But I have the Fairy Feather. So that should do between 68 and 80. So this Whimsicott was bulky, right? So if I know that, I need to Hurricane the Zard. If I Hurricane the Zard, they had a Garchomp, right? If I Hurricane the Zard on the Hyper Voice, I'm still gonna get on. I need to set up my... So maybe that was a Como lead there. The problem is Whimsicott. But the Whimsicott doesn't do shit if he needs to Moonblast the... That was actually a Como lead. And again, the Whimsicott can't do anything to the Como if I Hurricane it. If I Hurricane on Rock Slide, I get to read, like I do 60%, around 60% to the Zard if it's not bulky. And I kill the Whimsicott. So I get rid of the Sash and I can kill it with Hurricane, right? And then I can set up my own Tailwind, switch the... I don't even need to switch the Como, right? Because I have Sylveon in the back. And the Zard might protect, actually, you know, to not get KO. You bring the Garchomp and try to kill the Como. That's if he Moonblasts. If he doesn't Moonblast and set up Tailwind, I'm a bit in a... I think I'm in a bit of a predication there. Because what do I do if he does that? If he Tailwind Heat Wave, I'll take like tons to the Pidgeot. So I need to... So I think King Gambit was... I think the mons were good. It's just the execution there was not great. At all. I'll do one more. Try to get one last win there. Oh, it doesn't matter. What's the speed tier on the Mega Alakazam? Is that faster than Gengar? Alakazam is 150, yeah. So it's gonna outspeed the whole team there. Do I leave one move from Mega Alakazam? That's the question. I'm not gonna outspeed with Como, right? Maybe I'm gonna outspeed with the Como. I don't think that's a Sylveon game. Maybe it is. I'll start with these two. Is that these two? Or is it... Is that Belly Drum Snorlax? I don't know. Alakazam Sneasler. Maybe that was a King Gambit, actually. Because I don't think I'm outspeeding. It does not matter. I'm gonna trade fake outs. Yeah, Alakazam is gonna be faster than me. I don't think I leave. I think I need to double up the Alakazam. I think that was a King Gambit game. Yeah. Oh, we leave. Oh my god. Freaking bullshit reads. So I can't bring the king now. He's gonna protect the Alakazam, right? I kinda need to get my... Oh, I can switch to Sinistcha. I don't think I outspeed with the king there. Oh, but I have quick attack. We know the defenses of Alakazam are not that great. It's Snorlax. Is that Chopo? I don't think I outspeed with the Ribbon King. If it's max speed, so... I don't think that's the play. Oh, oh. Will it really matter? So thick. Oh, it's Belly Drum. But it's poison. I kinda need to nuke the Sinister if he comes. With Hyper Beam. I kinda need to do that. How much did it do to the Snorlax? That was not enough, right? I think he needs to protect. We need to hit the Hyper Beam. I should have protected. Oh no, he protects. We need to hit the Hyper Beam. I'll switch Alakazam. Okay, that's gonna be it. The thing is, if I double... If I kill the Alakazam, then... Well, I had one turn with the Sneasler, right? Where I could just have attacked. He doubled the Pidgeot also, I could have protected it. Two. So I'll show you the team. I feel like that's maybe a 2000, around 2000 kind of team. I think it's better than 190. 1900 team. I think that, yeah, maybe. So we have the Pidgeot. So these Pidgeot, I can show the team. Can I show the team there? Oh, I can do this. There's the Pidgeot. So it has a bit of defense on 3 HP. With this Pidgeot, you'll be able to leave a Wave Crush from adaptability, Jolly Basculegion. That's why it is EV'd like this. And also with this kind of EVs, so you always gonna Mega the Pidgeot, right? It's gonna have better defenses when he Megas. So you always want to Mega the Pidgeot. Otherwise, it just dies from the Wave Crush. So, okay, so in Mega, this thing leaves a Wave Crush from a Jolly Basculegion. And it also, you also have 10% chance of not dying. You also have 10% chance of dying. Is that of dying or not dying? So basically against opposing Garchomps, they have a 10% chance to kill you with 2 Rock Slides, right? So if they flinch you, you have maybe like, most of the time you'll have like 3 moves if you're facing a Garchomp with Rock Slide. So yeah, that's the set. And you, with Mega Pidgeot, you're 1 point faster than Sneasler. So that's one thing to take into account. Then we have the Komodo there. You are 1 point faster than Scarf Basculegion, basically. And yeah, that's basically this. So you have CC against Titars on Escadrilles. And you have Rock Slide against the Zards. So maybe that was, you know, when I lost against the Zard, I think that was maybe a Komodo lead. And then in the back, I need to have what? Then I need to protect, sack the Komodo. But I kind of need to get my I kind of need to have my Tailwind, right? Maybe Komo. So basically, maybe Komo is not the best mon there. Basically, all the mons I feel like are good. And then I had Garchomp there instead of Komo. And Garchomp with a Lumberry to be able to deal with the Zard and Venusaur lead. But I was never bringing Garchomp. So I decided just to get a Komo there. Which does the same thing, I guess. And you also Scarf. Clanging Scales never kills a Garchomp, so you need to go for Draco Meteor. I hope Pidgeot had Helping Hand. With Helping Hand, we could have toast like anything with these double attacking moves like Clanging Scales, Hyper Voice. So, yeah. I feel like I also played not that great against the Tita player. Was that too obvious, the CC? I mean, you always leave an Aura Sphere. You know, you're in sand, and you have the boost from sand, and you Mega Tita, so you have better defenses, right? So you always leave. So that's why I did this play, right? Because for me, you always Rock Slide, right? But that was not really the case. So against Aerodactyl, I thought Como would have been good there. But then Aerodactyl Sneasler, it's kind of hard to deal with. I'm gonna need to lead with the fish. Maybe that was a lead with the fish. I lead with the fish. Fish and Como, maybe. Because he's gonna be forced to... Or Fish and Sneasler. Yeah, maybe that's Fish and Sneasler. And I fake out the opposing Sneasler because I'm a Jolly, and I go for the speed tie. And then I liquidation the Aerodactyl. Then next turn, I Aqua Jet and proc my my herb. Maybe that was the play against this kind of lead. But I thought Como would have been better. To be H, I thought he would have been better. So maybe that's not Como, right? Maybe I need to try Garchomp again. I don't know. Well, so I explained these two mons. Okay. So this is the Basculegion. It's Jolly, max attack, max speed. It has the Sash. It has the Sash. It has the Joy Scarf. Sylveon there. The reason I said it has a lot of speed, you see? And the reason I said that it doesn't outspeed Mega Alakazam because he's made to outspeed Gengar, Mega Gengar, right? So the 130 base speed is gonna outspeed in Tailwind. But yeah, because it was a Mega Alakazam, I don't think it was outspeeding it, right? Because you reach 202, which is enough to outspeed Mega Gengar. Mega Alakazam reaches 202, so maybe it was a speed tie. Because I'm like, do you really run Timid on Mega Alakazam? Do you really need the speed? Well, maybe it was Timid because it didn't kill with Psychic. I thought it would kill Psychic, the Pidgeot, right? But it didn't kill, so maybe it was... The fact that I survived and managed to set up the Tailwind was game winning, right? Then we have Kingambit. So you have enough speed to outspeed the Zards there. So against the Zard, maybe it was not Como. It was just Pidgeot. Pidgeot Kingambit lead on the Hurricane the Zard, right? By Hurricane the Zards, I think I put it in Sucker Punch range. So maybe that was the play. Then the Whimsicott can't really do anything to Kingambit, right? And then even if he switched to Garchomp, Garchomp's not gonna do bunkers to Sylveon in the back, right? So I needed to go for this kind of stuff, I think. I think Como was not... no, I didn't lead with Como, right? I lead with what? I led with... with the Sylveon. Again, see, I was expecting to do... I was expecting to do like between 60 and 80. But because it was bulky, it really caught me off guard. And then I took too much damage. They were on the Tailwind and I couldn't do... Like... I needed to bring first the Kingambit instead of the Basculegion. That was the mistake. But the Zard was like around 70%, right? Sucker Punch will never kill, right? I needed more damage on the Zard. What we can do is have a look at Kingambit on Zard. If I do Kingambit, I need to reach an 190 there. Right, because I'm playing Adamant. 198, yeah. And that's it. If we look at Charizard, why? Let's give him like 2 points in HP. Let's go with Sucker Punch. See, Sucker Punch is between 50 and 61 if the Zard is offensive. Which means Hurricane will put it into this range. So that was the play. That was to Hurricane the Zard and then have Kingambit in the back. Or lead Kingambit, protect, and Hurricane the Zard. Because I always leave a Hurricane there. And then my opponent, the only counterplay is to protect the Zard and set up Tailwind. That would be the only counterplay. Do you really protect the Zard there? So, yeah, that was not... I think that was not the greatest lead, and that was definitely not the greatest play with the Pidgeot there. But you live and learn. That was like kind of the first good Charizard team I faced. So, and Sneasler has Protects. I might want to run Rock Slide there too, I don't know. Right, so it's Protect with Jolly there. Yeah, to be able to speed the other Sneaslers. So So every time, maybe I should be little. I should play with the speed tie against the other Sneaslers. If I play the speed tie against the other Sneaslers, I have a 50% chance, if they're jolly too, to set up my Tailwind or to do big damage, right? With the Pidgeot. But you see how the team works, right? Is you set up Tailwind the Pidgeot, and then usually you want maybe Sneasler to be able to set up Tailwind safely. And then you have your two big mons, big hitters in the back, right? With Sylveon, Basculegion, and Komoho. I need to play more with the team to see how it goes, right? At least with Komoho, see if it's really the good mon or if it's more a Garchomp. I do have a Garchomp there, right? Yeah, that was the one I was using. So maybe it's Scarf Garchomp. But then I can't deal with the Venusaur if they have a Venusaur. Like, I can't literally do anything. But yeah, that would have helped maybe. Instead of having the Komoho, having the Scarf Garchomp. That get rid of the Sash on the Sneaslers because it make them afraid of these. And I'm gonna outspeed the Aerodactyls. So maybe that's the play. But the thing is, I feel like sometimes it's a bit too passive. The Garchomp. I'll need to experiment, right? So that's the team. So I hope you enjoyed the team. I'm gonna stop there. And yeah. So the original, yeah. So the original team doesn't have the King and the Komoho. So in the original team, I'll put it in the description. It's I got the team from a Japanese player. I don't know why YouTube recommended me this particular, Japanese player, but YouTube wanted me to watch his videos, so I watched one about Pidgeot, and it was pretty high in the ladder. It was around like tier hundreds, 2100s. The team was working, but it was with Soft Sun Garchomp with double ground moves and no Rock Slide. It had Dragon Claw. And instead of the Ribbon King there, he had a Rotom Wash Scarf. And the King Gambit had Low Kick instead of Iron Head. But this time I didn't bring like King Gambit at all, so yeah, I brought it, but I lost with it, so we didn't see King Gambit in action, right? But I definitely didn't play my best for the 2 losses. Again, I'm trying to experiment with this, with the Komoho. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.